at the coming off the road trip. Was the energy there you needed it to be, or is that too much of it?
No, I mean, I think we just we did it to ourselves a little bit tonight. I thought we had obviously a lot of good opportunities to put the puck in the net. We just couldn't. That's kind of on me too. I'm supposed to be, come back and be a difference maker and score those goals. And obviously I had my chances tonight, but they got to go in the net.
How much of the goals at the beginning of the period and the end of the period kind of take the life out of
Yeah, no, those were obviously kind of the backbreakers a little bit. I mean, I thought we had some really good momentum in the second period, getting our chances. We kind of give one up there. It's it deflates you a little bit. So, yeah, again, I think we did it to ourselves tonight, and we got to be a lot better.
Is there any adjustment period for you personally, first game back in game speed?
Yeah, it took a couple shifts for sure. I thought once I got my legs under me and my timing a little bit, it was a little bit better, but always can be better and looking to get better game by game.
What's it like to see Isaiah George make his season debut?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. I mean, jumping into this part of the season, it's not easy, especially with the injuries he's dealt with too. So I thought he looked good tonight and just continue to keep getting better.
I don't think it had anything to do. I thought we actually came out with pretty good legs and had a pretty good first two periods. I actually thought probably we deserved a few, and then like my line late in the second there, just need to be a little smarter with positioning and erring on the side of caution a little bit to not give that odd man rush, and that's on our line.
It's a 1-0 game. That power play kind of doesn't produce. Does that take a little bit of air out of it, and that kind of needs to come up with that?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to even just get some momentum off the power play. Obviously, we just made a couple changes, so maybe familiarity played a little part in that. But again, power plays are crucial to gain momentum at least, whether you score or not. So I still thought even after the power play, like we came back and we had a pretty good first two periods. I thought the game was right there for us.
No result you wanted in your season debut, but your thoughts on getting called up and playing tonight?
Yeah, it was great. It's always great to be up here. This is where you want to be, so that was fun. But obviously, yeah, we wanted to win. We didn't do that, so it's unfortunate.
Challenging season for you personally, riddled with injuries down in Bridgeport. Just to, what are your thoughts on that and to make it up midway?
Yeah, it was just a tough start. But that's just the way it is sometimes. Sometimes out of your control. So I'm just happy with the way I stuck with it. I didn't let it stop me from coming to the rink every day and working to get back and playing good hockey. And I feel like I did a good job of that the last couple of weeks here.
Horvat mentioned the challenge that it does take when you enter, a team mid-season, and you've done it before last year. But just what is that challenge?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you're playing somewhere else, you kind of get used to the guys you're playing with, just systems, the little things, and then when you come to a new team mid-swing, I just feel like it's like catching up on those little details, just getting used to playing with guys, and then obviously, it's NHL, so it's faster, harder league, so just getting reacclimated to that too.
Did the pace of play feel any different than what you remembered it from your 33 games last year?
It was like the same. Like I said, just more like just to get reacclimated to it. That's really it.
It's nice to be reunited with the guys up here.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, they're great to me last year. Camp this year too, so it's great to see the guys again. It was all smiles when I came here this morning.
How tough is it when there were opportunities and you found yourself just injured? How tough was that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you rather not be hurt. You want to be playing good. So that was obviously a tough situation. But like I said before, I'm just happy with the way I stuck with it, kept working, and I feel like the last couple of weeks, it's kind of just gone my way. So
how much has Rocky Thompson helped you down there?
Yeah, he's been great. I mean, he's doing a great job. He's putting us in great positions to win games, which I think is big, super valuable. And then obviously he's big on the details of things. So I felt like that has definitely helped my game, just little stick details, positioning details that are useful at this level.
I'm sorry, it was probably asked already, but just how did you feel about your game today and sort of readjusting back to NHL speed?
I thought it was good. I thought I had some moments. Obviously, you wish you had better shifts, but I felt comfortable out there, just getting back to the groove of things. But I felt like was handling the puck pretty well. I felt like I was seeing the ice, and yeah.
Patrick, your overall thoughts on, I guess, the way the game started and then the second and third period?
I felt good about our game until they scored that second goal. I mean, I thought that we had some very good looks, especially shorthanded. Their goalie made those big save, a breakaway, 2-on-1s. And then I guess when they scored that second goal, I mean, probably hurt us and affect the rest of the game.
What were you trying to, accomplish by not maybe, sending a message, I don't know, with Barzal and Lee not playing in the third?
Pretty simple, Back checking is an important part of our game and our concept, and we talk about it on the road, and it's my job to make guys accountable, and I even said to Barzy when he made that turnover in that first period and he back-checked hard, I said, that's fine. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Mistakes part of the game. But back-checking doesn't require talent. It requires will. And this is what this team is about.
When you do something like that, like you said, it's sending a message. But is it sometimes more for everyone else on the bench to see it as well? Or?
Well, first of all, I don't like to do this. I'd rather come here and just coach a game and not worry about those things. But the standard here is to win. And I hope it does, because I think Barzy is a leader on this team. Unfortunately for Anders, I mean, he was on that line, and sometimes you got to take it for the team. And I have nothing negative to say about him, but I do believe that if we want to give ourselves a chance to make the playoff this year, we're going to have to do those details really well.
I just wanted to ask you, I mean, it didn't necessarily impact the end, but with the power play, you kind of split up Richie and Duclair, and with some new personnel units. What was the thinking between that? Because Richie and Duclair had kind of connected the last two games.
Yeah. Barzy and Duclair's been doing really well, and I agree with you with Richie, they were. But, I mean, sometimes you got to try different things. But we wanted to keep Barzy and Duclair together because of the success that they had. We felt like a goal line player would not affect them, that, and would give a second unit, or the other unit, sorry, another opportunity to be dangerous. That was the thinking behind this, but nothing really.
Sorry, I might have misunderstood you, but were you saying that you benched the whole line because specifically Barzal wasn't back checking, or they all weren't back checking?
They all were. That's okay. What happened on the road trip, and that's it.
I see.
Thank you.
Does it send a little bit of an extra message when your captain is one of the guys who's sitting out there?
Well, I didn't look at if he's a captain of the team. He's part of that line, so that's the way. Because Anders been playing hard, and he works hard, he back check hard, he does everything well, but that's their line. And I feel like you playing with your line mate, you stick with your line mate, and you back your line mate.
So what did you make of Horvat in his return to the lineup?
Thought it was good. Probably a little bit rusty at the beginning of the game, but along the way I felt like he played really well.
And what about Isaiah George?
I was pleased with his game. I thought that he was playing with confidence, and he was skating well, and he break out pretty well, and so I mean I felt like he had a good game.